Hey, what up everybody? Steve Breach coming to you. This video is going out to none other than just one man himself, Jim9686. Your video that you uploaded today on basically Volume 3 of WWE Network needs to be shut down was trolling at its worst. It wasn't even funny, the points that you brought up. You know, maybe if you go back to your Volume 1, maybe you could say that the WWE Network isn't what it should be. If you're having your shows clipped off, not being able to finish, you're having a snowy or a pixelated picture, but basically that would all be fixed if you would change the Wi-Fi situation that's going into your house, basically up your internet. Basically, if you're getting a signal coming into your house and you're being strained over that, where you're on your computer, you're on your TV, you got everything all hooked up, you're using your phone to tweet everything at the same time. Yes, your Wi-Fi is going to be stretched out to the point where it is going to make a shitty picture just because it is being overly used. I think when you break down what is going on in your videos, it's basically you have a fear that your WWE, WCW collection of DVDs, tapes, and everything is becoming outdated to the point of it's losing its value. You once whined that people weren't going to care about little old Jim anymore because he doesn't have this huge collection that nobody else has. It's awesome that for $10 anybody out there is going to be able to have everything in their hands at one point. I'm sure there's stuff in your collection, as there is things in my collection that have not been uploaded, but with them making big steps, uploading all of the Clash of the Champions, it's a future goal to have all of the Saturday Night's Main Event up there. A lot of people are really reaching out for WCW Nitro, WCW Thunder, a lot more things like that. The WWE Network is going to be at its peak with everybody jumping on. The pay-per-views that the people give us is not the reason why Raw has been sucking as of late. There's a million things that you could throw at WWE for reasons why WWE Raw, by SmackDown, shows like that haven't been at its greatest. But if you just sit back, you watch the shows and try to enjoy them, I guarantee you will. Honestly, looking at Monday Night Raw this week, it was not a perfect show, but I did have fun, and honestly, I didn't even realize that 3 hours had passed when the show was over. It was one of the first Monday Night Raws that I had watched live in a long time, so it was kind of special to me. But as a go-home show to a main pay-per-view like Money in the Bank that a lot of people buy, I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. I understand your argument, but it's just the way of the future. If you go back and you watch the piracy and streaming video that I put up the other day, WWE is pretty smart to go after $10 rather than $40 to $50 for a pay-per-view, for the one reason as people will pay this and they won't pay that. If you have to pay $10 and you get all this stuff included in your $10 as well as the pay-per-view, you're going to give that $10 up. The one reason of you're going to get the show that you would have had to pay $40 for. Once WWE is able to roll this out in Canada, Mexico, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, you'll really see that it's at its peak. It's going to be at its finest, and be glad that you were here since day one. There's a lot of people around the world that would love to sitting in your seat right now. Justin Subryan, just to get the WWE Network, pays $15 a month. So he can have some sort of a connection that says he's not in where he's in. And if you need to know more about that, just hit him up on his Twitter or on his YouTube, and he can tell you how to get the WWE Network. It's the same way that you get Canadian or American Netflix or something. He tells the story better than me. But, that's about it. Jim, just embrace it, because it's the wave of the future and it's where we're moving to.